Hi there. Dave Edwards here, come to you as a member of the BLT and the Schoology Posting Subcommittee. Let me just start by saying that I am not an expert on Schoology or how you set up your lessons plans. My goal here was to walk a little tightrope of providing learning materials for students furthest from educational justice who are being impacted by the pandemic in compliance with the request put forth by the district and our admin, while B, minimizing the ask on our educators who are experiencing a multitude of asks for their time. My aim was to make the process as streamlined as possible so posting to Schoology could be accomplished during contract time. We will talk later about where this time will come from. Now, as a math instructor, I will share this process through that lens specifically. This process took me 90 minutes to accomplish for 2 preps. My hope is to get that time down to 60 minutes for 2 preps through the course of repetition. This process could be quicker if you can assess on an external site, and I'll talk about that a little bit. So here are the things we figured out are essential. An overview of the week, access to daily lesson materials, and checks for understanding, aka must do. And you can look right here and see what some of those items are. So let's see how I laid it out for some of my courses. If we go into let's go into empowerment to start with. So I have it set up where we have current learning, previous learning, we have a recipe project that people shared photos for, and then I have the websites for class. This might be a place where you post specific websites or links that are touched on inside of your daily lesson plans, or because the idea I have set up for it is to use a PDF which might not be able to have hyperlinks embedded in it. Maybe you can do that. I don't know that. So right here, I have my current learning. What I've done here is I have set up in week 6, I did my weekly overview in the course of a table where I lay out what we're going to attempt to do every day. Then down here, in week 7, I think I've transitioned to a blurb, meaning just like a little few sentence item that's going to talk about the resources we'll use, the learning objectives, and what students are going to be asked to turn in. And then right here, I have the PDF of my slides for the week. Let me show you the way I do mine is I actually build things in resources, and what that permits is a couple things. By making them inside resources, it's much easier for me to go and click and then add to courses, and then I can go and add it to all of the necessary courses at one spot instead of copying and copying and copying. Another thing it does is it allows it to be collaborative, where I can post things where my teaching partner can see them in the given folders, and we can both post to it. Now, when I do that, I think the next question is, how do we get these slides? So we try to do links to the slides, and it doesn't work very efficiently, because what happens is when you do it, you get a small error message, and when you get what people see, so you click, there's a hyperlink to a PowerPoint online, and so what students will see is this. If they know to use the pop-out, then the pop-out will take them to it. So if you're comfortable with your students finding that pop-out and using that, you can just use the hyperlink. Other way we do it is we like to go, and I find my slides. Now this is a Mac. It's going to look a little bit different on your PC, but when I am inside of my activity, on the top line that you can't see here is File. I click on File and Save As. And then when I go to Save As, we can change the file format, and you also can do Print to PDF. Here, I can just convert to PDF, export for format, and I'll convert it to a PDF. I don't think I can do the print to PDF from here at this time because they'll just want to print. Now, so we do that when we print out. Now, when it does that, we create a PDF of those slides. We go back into Schoology, go back into the resources folder because that's where the folder we like to work out of. In Empowerment, and I've already done it, but the process is add resources, add a file, attach a file, and then go and find the appropriate one, and that'll be a PDF form, and then you open it and it will upload. And when you upload it, from there you can go ahead and then you can you have options about what to do. You can reorder from there, or sorry, you can use the gear shifting item over here and copy it or add to all the different courses. Then last thing I did is I created a couple Schoology assessments, and I'm just doing 2 little exit slips. I mentioned other ways that we can do on this wrong folder, but we mentioned other ways we can do it. We can use external sites, you can do discussion posts, whatever works best for you. I just did exit slips that represent the daily learning, and students will get into that, and when they see it, they're only seeing, you know, a 2-question prompt, and what hopefully that will do is that will allow them to demonstrate that they've understood what the slides have conveyed, and they've done some independent work around that. If you have any questions, feel free to send them my way. I might not have the answer, but I'll try to find it for you. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you.